USPS employees, what madness is happening at your place of employment currently? I'm an actual USPS employee. My office is fairly small and well run, so we are lucky. However, we have several employees, clerks and carriers, who are out with COVID. No one is allowed to do overtime anymore. I am sure you can see the problem with this. One solution would be to hire more staff. But there are rules about how many employees of each type and subtype is allowed in each office. After a certain amount of hours lost, the office is allowed to hire temporary employees for a limited time. This is after the damage has been done, and employees are already stressed. Then, a temp employee come in, and has to learn the rules, systems, routes, etc. Depending on their position, it takes a month or two for a temp employee to become reasonably competent. And then their contract is up soon after. I have friends that work in a much larger major hub post office near us, and they are still somehow being forced to work 60+ hours each week.
I know of 2 new PSEs, basically parcel sorting monkeys, that have quit within 2 weeks of hiring at that big post office because they were not prepared for the crazy hours and the stress of working 1 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Monsieur. It's bananas. We get communications from the new Postmaster General fairly regularly. The last one touted our increase in start times for carriers and a decrease in return trips. Sounds good, right? No. This means carriers are being pushed out the door before they are ready, in that they are not being allowed to come back to pick up another load because of the new overtime rules for most offices. And that's why your parcel is late. I love my job, for real. It's a great job. But the joy is making this difficult for all of us. Who knows? Maybe his changes will end up streamlining our business. I'm skeptical, at best. I hope you all know that most USPS employees want you to get your mail on time. And we are still trying to help you get your stuff on time whenever possible and save you money when we can. I was a little drunk and ordered $33 worth of stamps, hoping that even a little bit helps you guys out. Please tell me that's true. I have so many stamps.
My dad is a carrier and works at an office that has gone through dozens of equally incompetent postmasters over the years. Recently, his co-worker whom he shares a desk with tested positive for COVID, and they didn't even notify my dad or the other employees and didn't bother to sanitize the room. Monsieur, my dad only found out because he's friends with the guy.
This is sadly happening at a lot of companies. I've been exposed to multiple positive coworkers and only found out through gossip. Companies hide it so all their workers don't try to quarantine at once. It's also a route driver, so it's equally fucked.
My stepdad is a USPS employee and they're cutting everyone's overtime despite the fact the mail is just piling up. Sorry, but all I can picture right now is this. That right there is the mail. Now let's talk about the mail. Can we talk about the mail, please? Mac, I've been dying to talk about the mail with you all day. Okay, Pepe Sylvia. This name keeps coming up over and over and over again. Every day Pepe's mail's getting sent back to me. Pepe Sylvia. Pepe Sylvia. I look in the mail. This whole box is Pepe Sylvia. So I say to myself, I gotta find this guy. I gotta go up to his office. I gotta put his mail in the guy's goddamn hands. Otherwise he's never gonna get it. It's gonna keep coming back down here. So I go up to Pepe's office and what do I find out? Mac, what do I find out? There is no Pepe Sylvia. The man does not exist. Okay, so I decided, oh shit, buddy, I gotta dig a little deeper. There's no Pepe Sylvia. You gotta be kidding me. I got boxes full of Pepe. Alright, so I start marching my way down to Carol in HR and I knock on her door and I say, Carol, Carol, I gotta talk to you about Pepe. And when I open the door, what do I find? There's not a single goddamn desk in that office. There is no Carol in HR Mac. Half the employees in this building have been made up. This office is a goddamn ghost town. I'm going to have to stop you right there. Not only do all of these people exist, but they've been asking for their mail on a daily basis. It's all they're talking about up there.
Not an employee, but my carrier retired in the late spring. He saw what was coming. He was a great guy, and he's currently living it up in the South Pacific without a care in the world. Or so I've heard. I wish him the best. I mean, I'd mail him a postcard. But he'd probably never to get it.
Till a retired postman can live it up in South Pacific on her benefits.
It really depends what live it up means, I suppose. Most of those Pacific islands have pretty low median incomes, so it wouldn't be crazy expensive unless you wanted to live like a tourist.
I'm a carrier in a suburb of a large city. And honestly, there's tension. Our sorting machines at the distribution plant were hauled off recently and quietly. A lot of the older carriers are jumping ship and retiring as quickly as they can. Our trucks just aren't getting maintained anymore. And half the damn town is so convinced that COVID is some kind of conspiracy that nobody will respect social distancing or wear a damn mask. I've been at this for 5 years. I was lucky enough to land my own route 2 years ago when some carrier associates wait 10. I have benefits. I have retirement savings building up. I actually get vacation days. And now some fucker decided he wants to cheat to win again. And I'm going to lose my entire career. Every single case of carpal tunnel. Every blister on my feet. Every 14-hour-long day during the Christmas season. All the mountains of paperwork I did because I wanted to make my route more efficient for the benefit of my customers. And it all means nothing. Honestly, nothing in my neck of the woods has changed yet in terms of machinery or jobs. I did just find out today I got awarded a new job though. Going from custodian to maintenance mechanic. I'm super excited. Only took 2.5 years of bullshit to get what I wanted, but it finally happened. In the district that I work in, they're removing one of our DBCS machines, the one that sorts the letter mail. The PMG has also divided the postal service into 3 separate units: delivery and retail, sorting units, and an analytical branch to help with logistics to make the service more profitable. Overtime is being cut and parcels are just being delayed. New temporary surveys added by the PMG to track the mail volumes. And there are rumors floating around talking about every area is going to be dismissed. Which is weird because it's not supposed to be profitable. It isn't a business.
It was profitable though, if it weren't for them being legally required to pre-fund 75 years of retirement, including medical benefits in 20 years. They would still be making a profit. The USPS was sabotaged in the early 2000s and it's just now becoming apparent. But the administration is refusing to do anything to fix it. They're 100% complicit. It's a push to privatize the service. The only people who are going to benefit from the death of the USPS are their competitors. Actual USPS employee. Here. EAS 17 working in a level 22 office with 56 city and 21 rural routes. Postmaster is PCES level. In other words, I supervise a large station in a major city where the postmaster runs over 20 post offices. Last summer this office was a ghost town at 1700, even on Mondays. Tonight my last carrier came in at 1845. Saturday 1 year ago. Parcel volume was a little under 3,900. Tonight it was 8,751. Our base hours are 412.53. Today we earned 435.36 but probably hit 455. DWAs only allowing 60 seconds per parcel. But since all these apartment offices are closed due to C-19, everything gets run to the door. Complaints and inquiries are insane. 2. Mail delays and packages dropped at doors means a lot of angry customers. All in all, right now I wish I'd stayed a mail handler. Stations are madhouses, but the carriers are toughing it out. Generally keep it on an even keel, and everyone has each other's backs for the most part. This station has kept its reputation as a big family, so it hasn't become ugly, just difficult. We currently have over 11 full beamers, big metal cages that hold a lot of packages, full of first-class packages including medicine and anything people have tried to send expecting 2-day shipping. Overtime isn't approved and they demand we do Amazon first, so we're getting more and more backed up with first-class and priority mail packages. It's getting worse every day. No one is wearing masks to deliver or in the office. We've had 3 cases of COVID, no sanitization, and people have been asked to work while they wait on their COVID tests even if they have symptoms. A few people are out for fear of COVID and using their vacation or sick leave so no one else can get a day off, and we're calling in workers from other offices to assist, putting their offices into a frenzy, making them short-handed.
No one is happy. Everyone is complaining. Tempers are rising. Some are threatening to walk out and quit. But they show up the next day anyway. BC, it's the best paying job with no college degree in this area. The management sucks. The supervisors are awful. They're complaining about all of the carriers because we're falling behind even though package volume has gone up 80% for our office since COVID hit hard in March. Customers are complaining about us being late, even though our daily cutoff time is 7 p.m. But if we're not at their house at the time they normally expect during non-pandemic and new PMG times, we're late to the monsieur. I'm expecting no Christmas tips this year. That's for sure.
Thank you so much for watching and have a good day.